Let me open today's sequence. Yeah. So very few of you have joined in. So guys, please tell your friends to join in time. Otherwise, they miss the initial part and then in between when they join, they feel disconnected. So all of you should join, should be logging in with your STS ID before I start. Okay. So does anyone have any specific question in what we did yesterday regarding Map API or your lab assignment? So if you have any specific question, please ask. I'm waiting. Otherwise, we'll start with the today's objectives. Any query, whatever be the simplest or most advanced related to the topic, do ask. Just a second. Case 6. So which is that case 6? I'll open the yesterday's things. Wait a second. Day 16 have sequence case 6. Or okay, what I'll do is I'll open the code. Just give me a minute, okay? Let me just open it and then talk about it. Let me see what was at case 6. Okay, so which case 6 are you talking about? I didn't understand. The senior citizens, customer age. Okay, so one was no, wait, let me go systematically. Somebody said case 6. So case 6 in the this thing, Shubham. Which case 6? Tell me more clearly. Is it the assignment or is it the what do you say? Our theory work? Senior citizen assignment, senior citizen. Okay, fine. So accordingly, I can open. So let us open that E16 lab data. And it was here. No, not case 6, case 7 you mean. You need the required, I got one question from Omkar as a senior citizen. So do you need help in case 6 also? Shubham, I'm talking to you. Or is that case 7 you want me to explain? Quickly answer. Case 7. Okay, so not 6. So here I had already explained, but here I will just write the code and or can I do it in the project itself? Okay, I will solve it in the project itself. So here I'm not writing all the other cases. Is it correct? Day 16 lab. So you can start doing it with me parallelly if you want, or you can simply sit back and understand. So what was the requirement? The requirement was display senior citizen details. Is the question clear to all of you? Is the question clear? Okay. So now let's start with a discussion. So here, this is purely searching. So the search criteria, is it key based from the map or is it a value based from the map? A or V? It's a value based. Everyone agrees? Because we are searching by age, which is computed based upon your date of birth. And date of birth is not a key, it is a value. So the anytime you are trying to search or sort or remove by value-based criteria, can Map API help you or do you have to convert it into collection view? Answer that. The conversion is required. So here, first thing is convert map into equivalent collection view. So which are the 3 methods which allow, this is a revision as well as solving the queries. Okay, so which are the 3 methods which will allow you conversion of a map to the to the collection view? Anyone wants to tell me? There are 3 methods exactly. So yeah, so we have seen 2 out of 3. The third one we will see today. Key set, values and entry set. So what will values return? Will it return the keys, values, both or neither? The name itself is so self-explanatory. What will it return? Only the value type of references. And once I get it, it is in the collection form, and collection is iterable. So standard for each loop. For each, what is it I'm iterating over? Customer. So for each customer, C in the name of the map is customer map dot values. So here customer map cannot be iterable. I mean, it is not iterable, cannot be iterated, but the collection is iterable. And now you just have to check. So what is it you are checking is the age of the customer. So how do you check the age of the customer? Here, I had given you the API. Anyone wants to tell me, how do you find out the age of the customer? Which is the class you can use? Period and between. Yes, very right. Period and then get years. So I would suggest, instead of doing this business here, writing period between years and all, why don't you add a method in the customer itself? See, if you have done it here, don't scratch it. I'm just after giving you, I just want to give you the better approaches. So here, let us add a public method, not static, because it is based upon a particular customer's date of birth. Add a public method to compute age of a customer. Okay. So here I can say public int get age. Or you can say compute age. And here, so once you have it clearly, I can just call it from that for each loop in a clearer manner. So here I can say return. Now I just want to find out the difference between the date of birth to current date. So there is a class called as period. You take a look at it from java.time. There is a static method between. And what are the two arguments it takes in? It takes the two arguments as start date, that is date of birth, and the current date. You want to find out the period, which is nothing but the duration between two dates. So how do you get the current date? Local date, which is the method to find out the current date dot now. Okay, so here you got the period, and if you see in the period, there are so many methods. So currently I'm just checking the years. Is everyone 100% clear? Those who have done it, very good, excellent. But those who have not done it, understood it now? Okay, so this is what is your get age method. And once you have that, it becomes so easy. If c dot get age is greater than 60, you can say greater equal to or greater than, I'm just saying greater than 60, then it is definitely a senior citizen. So then you SOP the details. So I'll wait here for a minute. Tell me, is the something wrong here? So is it error? Oh, C is taken already. Duplicate local variable. So I'll call it as C1. Yes, guys, whoever was asking question, are they clear? Shubham, I guess. Are you clear? Okay, very good. Any more such queries which you could not solve? Okay, so if there are no queries, let us continue to solving the remaining objectives in the banking system. Implement all the methods. I did not understand your question at all. Of course, if you say the implementation class, if you don't inherit, if you don't implement all the abstract methods, even if a single abstract method is not implemented, of course, the class will be abstract. So answer is yes, you'll have to implement all the methods. Not in inherited class. Your English statement is word is wrong. In the implementation class, you should say Shrini. Okay. So any more questions before I start today's topics? Okay, so anyway, you keep noting your questions. Anytime I give you time, then ask me. So now what we are going to do is we are going to continue with your yesterday's exercise. So say those who are doing it with me, close all, Control Shift W. And I think we had written it in day 16.2. Yes. So copy day 16.2 into today's first project 17.1. Just make a project copy and tell me when you have done it. You please give the name as different name. Day 17.1 may be theory. Tell me once you have done. Waiting for the feedback. Day 16.2, Girish. Day 16.2, copy it into day 17.1 theory. The one which we were doing yesterday was day 16.2, Girish. The banking assignment, the banking scenario. Okay, so now let us read the, so what we have done so far is here, open the tester, test banking, and we have solved the first 6 objectives. Display the all accounts from the specific account type. Now I'll give you the next one and we'll discuss and we'll solve it. Okay, as usual. So are we all ready? Okay, so anyway, I'm still discussing it. So by the time I finish discussing, you should get it. So this is the next one we are solving. Search accounts. So I want to display all the account details whose balance is greater than a specific balance. So now I'm going to go a little faster. Tell me, is it searching based upon key-based criteria or value-based criteria? Value-based. So conversion to collection, is it required or not required? It is 100% required. And then you just go a filter. You have a filter. So you are going to take from a user a specific balance, and any account whose balance is greater than specific balance, you're going to display the details. Is the question clear? Is the solution also clear? Okay, so start working and let us work on it parallelly. So I'm just copying this. What I'll do is I'll share this sequence. Give me a minute, guys, wait. I'll share today's sequence also with you. And if I make any modification, I'll give you the updated version also, so that it is easy for you to sync up. Day 17 help the sequence. Okay, first download this sequence. So you will know exactly what we are doing or what we are planning to do throughout the day. So this is what 1.9 I'm trying to solve. Since it is so repetitive assignment, I expect you to do it in a fast manner. So here, let me add the option. This is a very good example where you can, revise all the APIs of the map. Display accounts by balance. You can see that search criteria is a balance. So which is the only input you are going to take from user is a specific balance. Enter balance. Those who are not writing it along with me, no issues. At least tell me if you're understanding the whole concept word by word. If there is any confusion, ask me the question right there. So, I can answer it immediately. And there is no feeling of lost or confused. So user gives me the balance. So let us say double balance equal to SC dot. Let's double. And then you already know, since it is searching based upon, this is the same thing. Search criteria. Search criteria is value based. It is balance. So had to convert, or let's say have to convert map to collection view, and then simply attach an iterator and get the job done. So for each bank account, don't use the variable name A because I have used it locally already. So you can use A1 or anything. And this is your account map. What's the name of it? Accounts. Okay. Values. I think it is a repetitive one. Oh, I don't have a getter. So you can generate all the getters if you want. Go to comma banking, bank account. And here you can generate the getter for this. I'm not updating the balance or anything, so I don't require a setter. Even so, I said if it is greater than, okay, val, then I want to display the details. So Tell me when you are done. Not A2. Omkar, what A2 you're talking about? A1. I mean, you don't require another variable name. This is a loop local variable. So it is not visible in this. A1 works fine. I had not saved it, so I was getting the compiler error. Finish it fast in 1 minute. Done? Okay. So the testing part, I'm not going to waste time. You can do it in your lab session. If there is anything, any problem at all, you can always tell me, highlight. So shall we go to the next one? This was absolutely same as earlier one. Earlier we were searching by type. Here we are searching by balance. Okay. So after doing, okay, what I'll do is, if anyone wants it, I'll send you this code. The 17.1 SR. So should not be any confusion. Tester and the latest version. Okay, so if anyone wants it, you can have. Solve the next one. Here, I want to remove all the loan accounts. So you are going to drive. You are going to tell me. So if I want to remove all the loan type of accounts, can I do it sitting in the map or conversion is required? Conversion is required because again, it is removal by not a key-based criteria, but a value-based criteria. So what are the steps here involved? First is the int solution, whatever. So here it is. First, we will do the conversion map to collection. And now, after doing the collection, will you be able to attach the for each loop to this collection and remove the elements? It's a Boolean question, yes or no. Okay, try it out and you will see. Answer is no. Yesterday, somebody had asked me, Mohad, I guess. I'm not sure. I may be taking a wrong name. So you will get an exception, of course, but it is good to see. So map to collection and try to attach a for each and try to remove the element, remove the loan type of accounts. Let's try this. So it's always good to, see what is happening. So let us add another option, remove loan. I've just here hard-coded loan type. You can always say, take the account type from user. Here I'm disabling, removing loan accounts. That's what. Okay. So choose this. This I'm going to definitely test because without testing, you won't understand. We'll say whether we have any loan type of accounts. We'll do that. So here, the same old way for each bank account A1 into accounts. If A1 dot get type, since it is a enum instances are singletons, so you can compare them. You can check the equality using double equal to. For string, always use the equals. So that is your AC type dot loan. If it is that, try to say remove. So accounts dot remove. Oh, sorry, not accounts dot remove. Look at my this mistake. It's not values I should have. So I'll have to take it into the collection actually. I'll just write it separately because I don't have the reference of this. So let me do it in 2 steps. So this will return you. Do it properly. I need the variable to this. So let's say it is a account collection. And here I'm saying account collection. I just want to highlight a problem. If this is, then I can say account collection because this is the answer you gave me. Remove and A1. So finish this much. You finish this much of a code. I'll just open the utils and we'll see whether there are any loan accounts we have created. There's no loan account here. So let us create one as a, change one of the type as loan. Otherwise, you'll never come across this. Are you all coping up? Open collection utils and change one of the account types as loan. So at least you should have 1 or 2. You can have 1 or multiple, doesn't matter. So I just change one of the account types as this And this is your testing code. You let me know when you finish typing. And I'll just run it for you. Yeah, one of you are saying done. Anyway, you take your time, no problem. First, I'll say display all the accounts. So you can see one of the account is of the type loan. And what is that option number? 8. Oh, it is not giving the exception here. It's not giving, but if you attach a for each, in most of the cases you will get here it is not giving an exception. So if it is not giving exception, then I'll not talk about attaching iterator. But otherwise, if you attach it to the list and all, you definitely have a problem. So here it is working fine. So let's not worry about it. See, I'll show you the code. I said there is an exception, but that happens generally when you attach it to the list. So if there is no exception caused, if there is no problem, then I'll not waste your time at all. So this is what is the working code. You can do it in a simple manner. Anytime you get an exception, then I will show you what is the solution. Solution is nothing but attaching the actual implicit iterator. Explicit iterator, I meant. Give it a try, guys, and tell me. There is no exception here. It is occurring. You test it also. Concurrent, no, not current, Prashant. Concurrent modification exception. But I did not get that concurrent modification exception. That is my problem. Are you getting that? I don't know what kind of code. Copy paste your case set and I'll look at it. Are you getting this? If you are getting it here, see this. I'm not getting this. If you are getting it, I'll give you the solution. Anyone getting this concurrent modification exception? Okay. So here I will give you the other. I mean, of course, this is with a for each. Why it is failing? Because after attaching the iterator, if you make any modifications, then the position of the iterator is internally. So Sumit, SOP, even not map dot remove. No. So look at the code which I have written. There is a difference between your code and my code. I'm using directly the collections remove method. So look up the code which I'm writing. Not accounts dot remove. It is acc dot remove. Anyway, let's not waste your time in discussing. I'll give you the alternate code. So either work on this, but if it is giving you concurrent modification, here attach, I'm giving you the solution, explicit. Sumit, your code was totally off track, so there's no point. I'm discussing this code. Attach explicit iterator and get rid of the problem. So this solution which I'm giving, 100% will work. So look up and check. So here, I hope you remember how to attach the iterator. This is the collection of bank accounts. So naturally the iterator type will be bank account iterator. And here, how do you assign the iterator? Account collection dot iterator. So here, anyone who remembers, where is the position of this iterator? Is it on the first element or is it on the before the first element? It is the before the first element, very right. And now you have a method has next. So while iterator dot has next. So suppose there are 100 bank accounts. How many times it is going to iterate? 100 times. Has next method returns true if there is an element next to the iterator position. And then you can check it here. If iterator dot next, that is your next element, dot get type. So you are checking that back iterator dot next returns to the bank account reference if its type is equal to AC type dot loan. If it is a loan type of account, now iterator itself has a remove method. So simply call itr dot remove and run this code and tell me, are you getting any concurrent modification exceptions or no? You can make multiple of them as loan and you can check it. You'll have more data to test with it. Run it, guys, and tell me. So anytime you attach an explicit iterator, and when you are going over the elements, if you modify the structure using iterators method, it will never throw you concurrent modification. Okay, so that is the thing. So first I'm saying all account details, then I'm saying close the accounts or remove the details and displaying the details again. And as you can see, all loan account information is gone. So I'll wait here for a minute and you let me know whether it is working. I'm waiting here for a minute. Working properly? Okay, great. I need more responses to continue. The moment you tested it and you're working, you let me know. At least 10 such answers I require. Got it? So it is simple steps. Attach the iterator. Go over the entire collection. Look at the type of the account. If you come across a match, this is nothing but filtering requirement. Remove the element. And then when you display the map again, you will see that all the accounts which are of the type loan are gone. Can I go ahead to the next requirement? Yes or no? Tell me. After a while, so I'll make a complete zip and go ahead. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to spend some time in sorting. I have shown you sorted sets. You know collections.sort to sort the lists. Now I'm showing you sorting of the maps. So please stop whatever you are doing and start looking at the first requirement. So I'll ask you the question. Currently, our data is in a hash map. So tell me, what is hash map? Is it a sorted map, unsorted, ordered, or unordered? There are two adjectives, unsorted and unordered. So now, see guys, I'm trying to help you with, different type of requirements. So here, anytime you want to sort the data in the map, what is the first question you should ask is, what is the sorting criteria? So tell me, what is the sorting criteria here? Which is the key for sorting? Sorting criteria is account number. Everyone with me? Next question. Is this sorting criteria key-based or value-based? K or V? It is a key-based criteria. 100% with me? So now tell me, if it is a key-based sorting criteria, will you have to convert it into collection and go further? Or will there be a map? Can I solve it in the maps? Answer is, of course, we can solve it in the maps. So anyone wants to tell me the name of the map, name of the implementation class, which represents the sorted map? Of course, it is a tree map. Everyone is clear? So now guys, please open Java Docs and look for tree map. Search for here, tree map. Everyone is understood this. I'll repeat the statement. The moment you are sorting the elements, sorting the entries in the map as per the key-based criteria, you don't need the conversion into the collection and all that. So I hope you reach the map, tree map. Look at the constructor, and anyone wants to tell me which is the constructor I should choose. Don't look at sorted map constructor. It is not used. First, second, or third. Waiting for the response. So people are saying first constructor. Okay, so I'm saying, of course, you can use the first constructor. It is using the natural ordering. Natural ordering of keys. So what is the key type? It is integer. Yes, Abhijit, you are right, but I have to explain it to everyone. So integers, natural order is ascending order. But guys, what will this give you? Empty map or a populated map? Empty map. So there will be two steps involved. First, you'll have to create a tree map instance, and then you will have to copy all the entries from HashMap to tree map. Which method will you use for this? Put all method. Very good, Aniket. So you tell me, do you want to invest two steps? First, create a tree map and say put all, or do you want to reduce it in one step? Do you want to do it in one step? Two steps are better or one step is better? Of course, one step is better. So now can you tell me which is a better option? I hope you understood. That is where the third option is better. So third option is also based upon natural ordering of keys. In short, and it is also giving you a map populated with the entries. Is my selection clear? Are you all clear why I'm choosing the why we are going to use the third option? Because I don't want to invest or waste two steps. So let us try this out and see whether we get the results. Okay. So here, case 9. Okay, you add the option here. Print accounts sorted as per ascending account numbers. Okay, this is what we want. So this is what is the next question we are solving. Guys, anytime you are preparing for interviews or whatever, I mean exams and all, use this, that test banking as a complete revision of all APIs in MAP. That was my purpose, to give you the reference code. So coming back to this, I'll say case 9. And here we are having this. But don't forget to add a break here. So all you have to do is, since the sorting criteria is key based, what is that key? Account number. I'm writing a lot of comments. So later, even after 2 months, you are looking at the code, you should realize it. You should understand it. So here can be done using a tree map. And which is the constructor of the tree map we are using here? We are using tree map constructor to create a populated map. So it can be populated from any map. And the thing is, the generic type is question mark extends key, question mark extends v, right? And this is a any map. So here, hash map is a tree is a map. So I can specify this definitely. So tree map, let's say, of course, it's the same type. I'm not going to any subtypes and all that. Bank account, I'll say sorted accounts, and you will see such a powerful and simple but powerful API. And all you have got to supply is the map, and the variable name of map is accounts. So I have a question. We are done. The whole job is done. We'll just print it. So tell me, when this line is executed, line number 107 is executed, JVM will call which classes, which method. So I'll say JVM invokes for sorting. Anyone wants to tell me? I have two questions. The name of the class and name of the method. Yeah, which class? Comparable is not the class, Diksha. Comparable is an interface. Which classes, which method? Comparator answer is correct, but class name I have not yet got from you. Comparator, Shubham, you are totally off track. Why you are mixing comparator and comparable? Integer classes. Mohd is right. Guys, what is the type of the key you have? Integer. And natural ordering means key class, comparables compare to. But which class has to implement compare to? Integer. So it is the correct answer, integers compare to. will get called. And you know that all wrapper classes are comparable. So it will do this. And then just display it. Give a message here. Sorted accounts as per ascending account number. Okay. And you know, tree map is a map, not iterable, but I can always convert it to collection view. So for each bank, I hope now this part has become easy in tree map. So sorted accounts map dot values. This part is same. Whether you attach it to HashMap, tree map, or a linked HashMap, it is the same. All I'm displaying is the account details. So I'll wait here for a minute. Okay, what I'll do is I'll first test it for all of you and then wait here for your completion. So always first print the original map. This is your unsorted, unordered hash map. And when I say this, you can check that your account details have been sorted in an ascending manner. So now I'll wait here. You please finish it and let me know whenever you complete. Very good, Sumit. I'll just wait for a minute so that more and more of you can try it out. Same statement. If you're not doing it parallelly, no issues. Focus on understanding it and try to go through it in the afternoon lab session. Are you finding it comfortable? Have you understood how we have achieved this? The thinking behind all the statements are clear so far? Okay. So let us go to solve the next one. Anyone wants me to wait? You know, you just have to put on a chat, wait, and I'll definitely wait for you. Yo, okay, Prince, I'll wait. I don't have to make this statement. You can tell me openly. I'm waiting here.
चलो मैम एक क्वेरी था पूछ सकता हूँ?
हाँ बोल ना अविनाश. यस टेल मी क्या क्वेरी है?
आपने जो पहला वे बताया था ना कि एम्प्टी ट्री मैप करने का,
या
उसमें जो सेकंड स्टेप था कि पुट ऑल द
so I'll show you. Anyway, I'm waiting for people to do this. So what I'll do is I'll show you that way. Okay.
Thank you.
Most welcome. So here, if you say no, I want to do it in 2 steps. So which is the constructor you use? That default constructor. Okay. So suppose I say sorted accounts, and here now I'm not supplying, guys, check. Now I'm not supplying any argument. But what when you don't supply any comparator, the default is natural ordering, Avinash. Okay, so this is going to work, you know, using the key types compared to method. But unfortunately, map is empty. So how to populate the map? To populate the tree map from HashMap, the method is bulk addition method is put all. So here, this is the second step. Sorted accounts dot put all. Just look for the method put all. Copies all of the mappings. Mappings means what? Entries from the specified map into this map. So we are simply asking the container means JVM, to copy the entries from HashMap to tree map. So that's your put all version. And what you can supply is the map. And guys, tell me, will there be any change in the output, or do you expect to see the same output? Yes. Why guys you are mixing up with the tree set? Are we learning sets today or are we learning map today? Don't sound so confused. Focus on one thing. The hash set, tree set, linked hash set, we have already discussed. Yeah, since yesterday we are into maps. So tree set means you'll have to convert a map into collection and then tree set. So don't go off track. We are thinking in maps, so stick to maps. Okay, so the output will be the same. So try running this. Tree set and tree map are different. So don't confuse between the two. So suppose I say original map and then I say, what was it, option 9, I guess. Yeah. So here you can see the same output. But the idea is to write the optimized code. So that is why I suggested Avinash's question. So Avinash, instead of doing this in 2 lines, create an empty map and then populate. You tell me which is better option. Is the line number 107 a better option or the later one? The earlier one is a better option. Are we all clear? So some of you went totally off track and asking Kannada, I guess. And somebody said +1 to that. Don't confuse between the map and a set. Stick to maps first. Understand the maps. So while giving you the code, I'm giving you this version. The other version, I'll just keep it under comment, so that in case you want to track it, you can always track it. Okay, solve the next one. Quickly, we are spending a lot of time on the maps where we have to start today. Additional Java new features, Lambda expressions and everything. So start. I'm not saying a word, you suggest. My bank manager or my manager wants to see the account numbers, account details sorted as per account numbers, but in a descending manner. Anyone wants to tell me how? Okay, so comparator and anonymous inner class is what Prashant has told me. But I have a question. Okay, Sushant is saying attach iterator by converted to collection. Wait, guys. So I'm getting lot of inputs, which is very good. Excellent. Keep it up. So let me ask you, can you solve this assignment sitting in the map using tree map, or do you have to convert it into collection? That is the first question you should ask yourself. Tree map, option 1. Option 2, you have to convert it to collection. Which option? Pick up the option. Answer is 100% you can solve it into the tree map. Somebody told me convert into collection, you are wrong. Here, ask yourself, what is the sorting criteria? Tell me, what is the sorting criteria? Quickly. No. Don't tell me that. What is the sorting criteria? Account number. Then the next question is account number key-based or value-based? Go systematically. It is a key-based. So if you are sorting anything as per the key-based criteria, do you really have to convert it to collection, or can tree map work for you? Will tree map work for you? 100% tree map will work. Okay, so this is the line of thinking. So now tell me, open the constructors and tell me first, second or third constructor. I hope everyone realizes if you use first or third constructor, will it go by natural ordering or custom ordering? NO or CO? Natural ordering of integer. And what is the natural ordering of integer? Ascending or descending? Ascending. So naturally, if you want to change it, there is something called as descending iterator and all that, but I'm using the second constructor. So again, you can revise your comparator and everything. So now solve that. Let's write it. Case 10. Oh. Write all the comments, because today you will understand. After 2 days, you will, after the next 3 days, you might forget. So let's add a lot of comments. So I'll say next option. I'll be sharing this anyway soon with you. Then print across as this descending. So write the thought process. So here, if this is what we want, as per the descending number, here, it is still key-based sorting. So, but key-based sorting, but custom ordering. Okay, so which is the constructor of the tree map we are choosing? You cannot go by natural order, so you have to go by custom order. So that you can change the order as you want. So here you have got a constructor, comparator-based constructor, but the comparator cannot be of any type. It has to be either key or its super type. So how do you say this in generic syntax? Question mark, super. Should I say here K or should I say here V? What is the rule of the generics? Of course, it is key or its super type. Guys, tree map will never give you the value-based sorting. So here, this is the constructor. And here, so let's use it immediately. Tree map. The type is going to be the same. I'm not going to the super or subtype. We are happy with the same type. And let me create another one. Sorted accounts 2 equal to new tree map. But if I write this much, I'm going slow, step by step. If I write this, it will go by natural order. So here, which is the way to supply the comparator? One way is write a separate class which implements comparator and implements your compare method. But is there a shortcut? Yes, there's a shortcut of a anonymous inner class. Okay, guys, this is the last time or one of the last time. Once I show you lambda expression, you're not going to waste your time in writing anonymous inner class. So this is like one of the last few examples. So new comparator, do it with me, control space it. And here you will get the hint as anonymous inner type. And let's do this. So here, now there is no T. So what will be T replaced by? Anyone wants to answer? T will be replaced by what? Yeah, but what is K? Can I say K there? You can't say K there. Integer is a correct answer. So the type of the key is integer. And now tell me, which is the method you will have to implement here? Is it compare or is it compare to? Of course, compare. So don't waste my typing all that. You have a source button here and you say override / implement method and you will get a automatic completion. And now tell me, do we want the ascending order or descending order? Descending order. So anyone wants to tell me, what should I write here? Line number 125. I'll wait for your answer. You write it in your ID and you can paste it in your chat. Absolutely correct. You just swap the criteria. If I had said O1 dot compared to O2, it would be ascending order. Simply reverse it. O2 dot compared to O1. And if you want to ensure that really whether it is getting called and all, you can always add a tracer debugging statement in compare. And you can say whatever, descending account number. So this should give you enough practice. We've been doing it all last 3-4 days, more practice. But if I say SOP, sorted accounts 2, what will you see? Empty map or a populated map? What will be the output here? Empty or populated? Answer is 100% empty. Map looks like this, like your JSON, right? So why? Because what you have supplied is only the comparison function, but you have not supplied any data. So Avinash, since it was your earlier question, is there any way I can populate all the entries from the hash map to tree map? Which is the method for that? Answer is yes, put all is the method. So anyway, we were going to use here. So here, sorted accounts 2. Now you have supplied the comparison function. Now provide the data. Dot put all. And where are our entries? Our entries are in HashMap accounts. And then you can display this While copy pasting, don't make mistakes. Sorted accounts 2 dot values and as per the descending. Guys, I'm not saying this is a practical usage. Yeah, sometimes it can be a practical usage also. I just wanted to show you the various constructors and their usages. So let's try this. Sorted accounts as per the descending account number. Let's try running this. So print all this. So this is your original map. Suppose I say 9. This was your ascending order. Fine. And if I say 10, check. So initially it is an empty tree map because all you have supplied is a comparison function. It is calling your compare function from the anonymous inner class, and you are definitely getting the details in the descending manner. So whether it is a list which you are sorting, whether it is a set or whether it is a map, sorting technique doesn't change at all. So I'll wait here for a minute and I will share the code also. I'm sharing tester. Anyone who is lagging behind, not lost in between or whatever, it should help them. Download. In case you need help, download. Otherwise, you don't. You let me know once you have completed writing and tested it also. Waiting for a minute. Can't wait too much because it is finally a theory session. But understanding wise, at least tell me if you are clear. And definitely spend at least 1 hour of today in revising all this. Which part you want me to revise? Okay, Shraddha, I'll explain the whole code. I don't know which part exactly you want. So Shraddha, tell me, do you understand the requirement? The requirement was printing the account details sorted as per the descending account number. Is everyone clear with the question, please? Okay. So now observe. So here, ask yourself, is the sorting criteria? You have to keep answering. Don't just say +1. Respond to the questions. Nutan. So here, is the sorting criteria key-based or value-based? Respond fast because I cannot waste too much time here. Nutan, where is your response? When you ask a question, you should be able to. So fast responses, guys. Of course, it is key-based. What is the key of the map? Key is integer, account number, and I have asked you to sort it as per account number. So the moment you have the key sorting criteria, key-based, can tree map help you or do you have to convert it into collection? So tree map or collection? Answer the next question. Tree map 100% will help you because sorting, searching, removing, anything as far as key-based criteria is there, maps can help you. So there's no need to convert it to collection. So now tree map has got 3 different constructors. 2 are natural ordering based. 1 is custom ordering based. So what is it we want to use? What is it we should use? NO or CO? Natural order or custom order? Custom order. Why you are saying custom order and not natural order? Natural order of integer is ascending and the question was descending. This was just an attempt to show you different things. So everyone understands, everyone has understood so far why we are going for custom ordering. Okay, so when you say custom ordering, please open the tree map constructors and tell me which constructor I can choose, first, second, or third. Make the choice yourself. Of course, the second constructor. If you choose either the first one or the third one, it is based on natural ordering and we want a comparator based ordering is equal to custom ordering. Understood everyone? so far? Understood everything so far? Okay. So now here, what is comparator? It is an interface. So if you want to write it in a detailed manner, you can create a class, public class, let's say my comparator implements comparator and implement the compare function. But is there any shortcut? Can I replace that separate class by anonymous inner class? Yes or no? Can I use anonymous inner class? 100% yes. So I don't know whether you have practiced the syntax. So this is the constructor. This is where I'm calling the constructor. And anyone wants to tell me what is the meaning of highlighted one? Yes, please. New means what? Instance. So are you creating the instance of comparator? Yes or no? Are we creating instance of the comparator? No. We are creating instance of the class which has implemented comparator. Somebody said yes. Guys, after doing the anonymous inner class for so many days, I don't like this answer of yes. So write it down if you're not clear. What does this imply? This means instance of the class, and this class you have not supplied the name. So that is your anonymous class, nameless class. And since you have nested it in the Java statement, it is anonymous inner class. So here, so anonymous inner. So instance of the class that implements comparator. How can you cannot instantiate the interface. So you are creating instance of the implementation class. So that is your new comparator integer. And the moment any class implements comparator, which is the method you have to implement? Which is the method? Compare. So this is your compare function, right? So here, now I want the reverse swapped criteria. So instead of saying O1 dot compare to O2, which would have given me ascending order, we simply swapped it to O2 dot compare to O1. And once you do this, the tree map is created. But have you supplied the data? Have you supplied the entries yet? Answer is no. So if you see the output, you can see the output here. You will get an empty map. So which is the method to populate the entries? Bulk addition, put all. So that is where we call the put all method. So what happens here? Copies all entries. Entries means mapping, means key and value pair. Copies all entries from HashMap to tree map. And at this point, JVM will invoke. Anyone wants to tell me which classes, which method for sorting? Which classes, which method for sorting purpose? Answer. Those who had asked, Shraddha and Nutan, I guess. Yes, please. Which classes, which method will be called for sorting purpose? You saw the answer also. Wrong answer, Abhijit. Integers compared to is wrong answer. Yes, anonymous inner classes compared to is a wrong answer, compare method. So JVM invokes anonymous, write it if you're confused, inner classes compare method. Guys, look at the output. Isn't this clear? So this is where the JVM is calling the anonymous inner classes compare function and sorting the data for us. So here, JVM invokes anonymous inner classes compare method, and that is where you get the sorted output. Is everyone clear by now? Quickly. 100% clear? Okay, great. So this is what was the last but one. Now the most advanced and the last requirement, and then we'll go to Java additional, modern Java API. It's like, a lot of things. So sorry, I've got two more questions. One is this one. So here, you will first read it, and you'll start then answering the questions. So is the question clear? I want to sort the account details as per the creation date of the account. Question clear or not clear? Tell me. So now start answering the questions. I already got a good start from Shubham. So tell me, is the sorting criteria key based or value based? I'm making the same statements. Of course, value based. Creation date is not a key, so it is a value based criteria. So in such case, can tree map help you, or will you have to convert it into collection? Of course, you'll have to convert it into collection. Everyone understands it. So let us do the yes, value based and custom ordering. So just copy this. We'll discuss it and we'll write it. Okay. So case 11, I guess, right? Yeah. So case 11. Yes. So this is what we want. And here is your break. So ask yourself, I mean, don't ask, write along with me. Sorting criteria is creation date. And it is value-based criteria. Implies tree map is useless. Tree map can only sort it as per the key-based criteria. So must convert it into collection view. Is the comment clear? I'll send you this comment. You can write it on your own also. But if you want it from my side, this is the comment. So step by step you will do this. So here, let's do it in a systematic manner. So collection, it's a collection of value type of references. Bank account. I've used some variable somewhere. You can use the same thing. Account collection. Oh, then I don't have to. Anyway, I'll create a different one. All is equal to, right hand side is HashMap. So accounts dot values. So see, after that, if you ask me to repeat everything, takes too much time. So I'm asking you step by step. Is the first step clear? Why the conversion is required is clear? Okay. Because then otherwise, I have to spend really lot of time in re-explaining things. Now answer the next question. Is this call sorted or not sorted? Simple question, simple answer. If you just display the collection values, are you going to see the sorted output as per creation date or not sorted? Absolutely correct. Unsorted. Okay. So now you have two options. So one option is, see, now we are into the collection half. So collection has list and a set. So you can convert it. Convert means copy it into a list, take the references of collection, put it in the list. And do you remember collections class and sort function and sort it? Are you understanding what I said? I'll repeat the statement again. I told you this is the most advanced part. Collection we have got, but collection is unsorted. So one suggestion is you take the references from collection, put it into your list. Easiest way is ArrayList. And then you can use collections.sort. Collections is the helper class. And here, do you want me to use the list or do you want to use list followed by comparator? In short, custom ordering or natural ordering? Girish, I already said that. If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat it directly in lab. Everything is written in front of you. So focus. So tell me, custom ordering or natural ordering? If you say natural ordering, then bank account class has to implement comparable. So we are going to use the custom ordering via comparator. So read this first slowly. I'll wait here for half a minute. I've already given the steps. You just have to copy this. I mean, you just have to apply the API. We had the collection of references which were unsorted. So there are two ways of sorting. One way is tree set Once I come to collection, then you can think in tree set. But instead of using tree set, let's use the API which you already know. As an additional lab work, I'll tell you to sort it using tree set, but that is a lab session. So we will copy this collection of references into ArrayList, and then we will use our good old API collections.sort with the custom ordering. Clear or not clear? Clear about the steps? Understanding what we are doing it? Okay, so now let's do it in steps. So here, let's convert it. Let's keep it in the ArrayList. So here, ArrayList. What will be the type of the E replaced by? Will it be integer or will it be bank account? I or BA? Bank account. It's a value type of references. You have already got a collection of references. You're simply copying it to this. So bank account, let's say list. And now tell me, open that ArrayList. Search here for ArrayList. We have spent a lot of time in ArrayList. And tell me which constructor you want to use. First, second, or third. Has everyone understood it? If you use the first or second, that will be an empty ArrayList. And I already have collection of references. So you are absolutely correct, guys, saying that third. So here, new ArrayList. I told you, this is the most advanced thing. So I left it for the last one. So new ArrayList, and what goes in is the collection. So if you see the memory picture, you had a hash map. You extracted the value references and put it in the collection. And now you are creating an ArrayList object. And this ArrayList object is simply copying the references of collection into the list. If you are feeling it little heavy, of course it is complex. So don't worry, even if you don't understand, with the revisions you will understand, which will happen in the lab session. Okay, so now if I print this ArrayList, so tell me, is this ArrayList sorted or unsorted? Have we done the sorting yet? Answer is no. Where we have written any comparator and all, so still it is unsorted. So guys, let us do the final step. Collections.sort and pick up the second argument, second one. If you are not remembering the API, I'll write it for you. Collections.sort, and what it takes is list to be sorted, and the second argument is comparator instance. Okay, so what will be the first argument? Anyone wants to tell me? What is the variable name here? List. So let's give the list here. Do I have to create a separate class which implements comparator, or can I inline it? Of course, I can inline it. So that is one more last practice of anonymous inner class. After that, you are going to replace this all by something called as lambda expression, which you already know from JavaScript. Only little syntax will differ. So new comparator. Guys, now it is the same. So I expect fast speed. Tell me, what will be T replaced by? Do it with me, so you'll understand. T should be replaced by what? Which type? Wrong answer. Guys, what are the objects? Which objects you are sorting? Not local date objects. Local date is the sorting key. The type of the object which you are comparing is bank account. So bank account is the correct answer. Here, which is the method you have to implement? Compare or compare to? Of course, it is compare. So generated source, override implement methods, and compare. Guys, you're going to require at least a half an hour to 1 hour in the lab session to revise all these additional objectives which I solved today. And here, now tell me, here I want a local date. What is that? Date-based sorting. So date-based sorting. So what is the type of the creation date? Is it date or is it local date? It is local date. Is local date comparable? Yes. So does it have a compare to method? 100% yes. So once I say this, can anyone tell me what, okay, what should be the code I should write here? Suggest. I'm waiting for your answer. O1.get creation date compared to O2. Very right. Very good, Aniket. You're just comparing the dates. So go to your bank account. I may not have the getter. Let's see. No, I don't have the getter. So generating the getter here. Whatever you require, only that you expose. So get creation date. And here, what Aniket had suggested is perfectly fine. So get creation date dot compare to. We had done all of this in the list. And today I'm just showing you the whole thing back converted into list and working. O2 dot get creation date. And once you have done this, here, then you just print it. So you can have a header accounts as per as per creation date. And when I don't mention any ascending, descending, the default order is ascending. So here, is ArrayList iterable? Yes. So I can just display it directly using for each bank account A1 in. Don't attach it to the map, attach it to the list. The list has got sorted. And then I can say SOP E1. So this is the most advanced example. So first let me test it. And then if anyone wants me to recap, I'll revise it step by step. First, just display all the accounts as it is. And then let's say account 2009, 2011, 15, 20. Yes, you can play with the data, of course, and give more inputs, change the inputs. It is working as per expected. I'll wait here for a minute so that you can complete it. Of course. Okay, you finish this. Waiting for you. You tell me. Whenever you complete, you tell me. Done? Very good. Have you tested it also, guys? Those who are saying done, I hope you have tested it also. Very good. I'll wait for a minute and explain, and then we'll solve that entry set, and then we'll go to some other topic. Tell me, I'm waiting for a response. Done? Some of you are already said this. What about others? Okay, so let me explain it quickly in a fast revision manner. And still, if you are confused, talk to me in the lab session. I can help you on one-on-one basis. So here we wanted to sort the account details as per the date of creation. Okay, since it is a value-based criteria, you cannot solve it sitting in the map. So the first thing we did was converted into collection view. The method is accounts.values. But this collection is not sorted in any manner. But if you see the API, if you see this collections.sort, it doesn't take a collection, it requires a list. So what is the second conversion we did? We copied all the references from this collection into ArrayList. You can replace it by ArrayList, linked list, vector, any list will do. And since we wanted to, we wanted to give the sorting criteria externally without touching the bank account, we use the comparator based or the custom ordering. So first argument is list to be sorted, which is the bank account list. And the second argument is instance of the anonymous inner class, which implements your comparator interface. The moment I say comparator, the method to implement is compare. And somebody was telling me comparator of local date type wrong. You don't want to sort the dates. You want to sort the bank accounts as per the date. So the type T is bank account. And all you are doing is sorting as per the date of creation and printing the whole thing. So tell me, some of you may not have written it along with me. I know that. But has at least everyone understood it? 50% at least, if not 100%. Guys, I keep seeing the same names. Where are others? There is 220, 200. I don't know what is the participant. 224. So has everyone understood it, guys? Because otherwise you have to ask a question. You can't just say repeat. And I have already repeated it twice. Okay, so I'm good. I'm glad to see more answers. So now, guys, can you see it took us so many lines to achieve the requirement? So won't it be impressive to learn how to reduce all these statements to a single Java statement? Won't it be great? Won't it be really, what do you say, very interesting, very cool to replace all these lines with a single Java statement? Are you understanding what I'm saying? And that is when you will start learning the lambda expressions, functional programming approach. And the key feature of functional programming is replace all these things like for loops and the implementation by something called as higher order functions. So that is going to be the later part of the day. So I'm going to take the similar requirements. Whatever you have already solved, this style of programming is called as imperative style of programming. And little while later, I'm going to show you replacing it by functional programming style, which you have already learned in JavaScript. Example, I'm talking in React, JavaScript, whatever, modern JavaScript. So on-click event, everyone knows button has an on-click event. And if you want to do on the button click, maybe you want to take the list of students and send it to the server. I'm talking in your JavaScript, basically React. So what is it we do? You simply say on-click is equal to, and then you supply the entire function or you supply the function reference. So very similar things we are going to do in Java using something called as functional interfaces, functional programming, and the higher order function. Does everyone remember doing it in JavaScript, React and all that? Okay, so very similar things, and that will tremendously reduce the code to a one-liner. Okay, so but I can't take you there directly. I can't do it directly. I mean, I can do it, but you won't understand. The point is to make you understand the whole process. But before that, I want to solve one last objective. And yeah, event listener on click is what? One of the event listener, Rishikesh, of course. So here, so on submit, on click, anything you can check. So before entering all of that, Java new features, lambda expressions, I have not taken one method, and that method is entry set. So first I'll explain, we will try this out, and then we'll go to next topic in today's session. So please open your, you can open anything. You can look for HashMap. I want to explain first, and then we will go together. So which is that interface which HashMap implements? Interface name is map. So come to the map interface. Which are the three methods to convert the map into collection view, key set, values, and entry set? So you can just have a quick recap. You can search for key set, returns the set view of keys content in the map. Done. Which is the method we have used so many times yesterday? Values. So returns the collection view of the map, collection of V type of references. So I'm asking you a question. Suppose the requirement is, I want to extract the keys as well as values from the underlying map. How will you do it? I'll repeat my question. I want to extract keys as well as values from the map. How will you do? Are you understanding the question? I want to extract the key type of references and value type of references also. So which are the two methods? No. That is the final answer. But the two methods that generally I get the answer as, you call key set and you call values. Key set will give you set of keys, values will give you collection of values. So this answer is okay, acceptable if your size of the map is very small. So suppose I'm working in a classroom manner. Suppose I have got, let us say, 100 entries. So when you say key set, it will iterate once through all those buckets. And when you say values, it will again iterate. But if you say my size of the map, corporate environment, industry, practical usage, let us say 1 million entries. So tell me, would you like to iterate through the map twice? Or would you like to iterate through the map just once and get both key and a value? Want to do it what? Once or twice? And that answer is entry set. So guys, look for a method, entry set. It's a little complex. I'm not saying too complex, but it is little complex looking. So I had reserved it for the end. So what is the name of the method? Entry set. What is it returning? It is returning you set of entries. Read this slowly. Returns the set view of mappings. What is a mapping? Key and a value pair, which is there in the map. Okay. But now, see, go a little deeper. What is the generic type of this set? It is map.entry. Okay. So whenever I say, or rather whenever you see map.entry, what does this remind you of? Outer dot inner. So anyone wants to guess, what is this entry? Is it a separate outer interface, or is it a statically nested interface? What is it? It is a nested interface. So entry set is returning you set of entries, and each of this entry is represented by map.entry. Shubham, I'm not even finished with the conversation. So how can you say repeat? Wait, be little patient. So here, open the map, and here you will see, come down, and you will see all the description is very nice, and you can see the nested types. See, look for nested class summary. There's no nested class, but there is a nested interface. So tell me, when you say map.entry, which is the name of the outer interface and what is the name of the inner interface? Simple question, simple answer. Map is outer interface and the entry is inner. So now click on this map.entry. So this is nothing but statically nested interface. And if you read the description, what does it represent? It just represents a key and a value pair. So map.entry interface represents key and a value. So once you get the access to map.entry, all these methods are too complex for you to understand, but these two methods at least you should be able to understand. So tell me, when you say map.entry, which are the two methods you are looking at? Get key and get value. So when you say get key, what will it return? The key of that entry. And when you say get value, what will it return? The value type. So I'll repeat the requirement. The question is, I want to iterate over the map only once and display key and a value both. So which method to use? Key set, values, or entry set? Tell me. I'm not going to revise third time. So focus here. Entry set is the method. What does the entry set return? Answer that. What does the entry set method return? It returns you set of entries. What is the individual entry represented by? What is the individual entry represented by? A key and a value pair. But I want the data type. What is the data type of that key value pair? Wrong. Map is wrong. Map.entry is a correct answer. Each entry is represented by statically nested interface map.entry. Now you got, guys, set of these entries. So tell me, is set iterable or not iterable? Set is iterable. Will I be able to attach for each to the set? Yes. So we are just going to go through this for each loop and display all the key and the value. So which is the method of the entry, map.entry, which will give you the key? Answer is in front of you, get key. And what is the method to access the value? Get value. So this is what we are going to do. But since it is a little complex API, I don't want to write it in this big example. Let us write a simple example and test it. Okay. So you can say Control-Shift-W and in tester, create a new tester. Here, write the name as test collection view. I'm going to put all the three methods together so that anytime, the whole idea is today's day is very important. First half the map and second half the higher order for, modern APIs. So here, create a separate fresh, because if you keep adding to that long one, you might sometimes feel confused. So it is better to do it in a simple manner. So first is get populated sample map. So I'm first writing the comment and writing the code. So import static utils, collection utils, and we have got a populate map method. So here, call that populate map method and assign it to the hash map. So this is the first step. So finish it. I'm giving you the questions. You can start solving them on your own. Display all keys only. Display all. Display only keys. Display only values. And here, display both, which is key and value. So tell me, have you finished so far? I'm giving you one example where I'm showing you all the APIs of conversions. You tell me whenever you reach here, whenever you complete this much. And those who have understood it, don't have to wait for me. Start on your own. Done this much? Okay, I'll share you this much because I don't want to waste time, morning time. This is the basic code, which I'm not written anything. I've just got a populated map. So download it if you're taking time and start with me fast. Can I continue? Done? If you could not type it on, if you did not type on your own, take this one. Only one is saying done. What about others? Okay, so a couple of you. I can't wait for everyone here. It's a theory session. So tell me, if the requirement is only to display the keys, which method will you use? Key set, values, or entry set? Key set. So here you are going to use key set. And it returns you the set of keys, which is iterable. So do it fast. for each, what is the type of the key? Integer. But integer can be auto unboxed into int. So for each int I in map dot key set. Here there is a ready method. So map dot key set, just take the cursor here, returns you the set of integer, and integer to int unboxing, auto unboxing can be done by the compiler. And I'm printing here all keys and putting it in one line. Give some title here, keys. Okay, so putting it all here. Similarly, give me the values. Keys and values you have already, the main thing is I'm here for an entry set. But I just wanting to give you all three examples in one. So if you run this small example, you will see. You can check it here. The keys are all extracted. Clear so far? Finish it. I'll wait. Rephrase it. Extract and display only keys. Extract and display only values. So now I'm saying SOP values. Add a new line here because print will keep on printing it on the same line. So now I'm saying values. This we have really done it 10 times since yesterday. If you're not sure about it, auto unboxing by Java compiler, integer to int. This we have done it so many times. Okay. So check whether your keys and values are extracted. So these are your keys and these are your value type references. This part you already knew. Keys are done, values are also done. Very good. Now the main thing we are here is to extract both of them together. So if you have a requirement somewhere where you have to extract both keys and values, technically speaking, in my value, there is already the account number. But this I'm just telling you as an exam objective or whatever. So extract and display both in a single iteration. Okay, so which is the method we want to use here? The third method is entry set. And this entry set method returns you set of entries. But each entry is represented by map.entry. And that map.entry is the statically nested interface of a map, outer interface, and it has the a comma v. So this is what is the total thing. So if you start writing it for each and all, we can write, but becomes too much. So use import static. Pause whatever you are doing and let us add this import static. So your code will reduce. Java.util.map. Oh, sorry. And what is that statically nested interface we have? Entry. So here, import static java.util.map.entry. That's what I want to do. Yes. Do this import static, otherwise you will start getting again compiler errors. So if I do this, if I don't do this, everywhere I'll have to say map.entry. So that code reduces to only entry. So now do it with me. I'll send you this because I've seen you make a lot of mistakes in import static generally. So I've sent you this import static here. So now the code will reduce. So for each entry, Entry means map.entry, but I don't have to say map.entry because we have import static thread. What is the key type here? Integer. Do it with understanding and you will not feel lost. So here, for each entry E in, which is the method map.entry set. So we are iterating over the map, extracting both key and a value pair. And since it is a set, I could iterate over it. And now I want to print the key. So which is the method for that? Get key, adding some separator. That's it. So these are the 3 different methods for converting the map back into the collection half. And you can check it out here. Oh, sorry, I did not give the title. I'll give the title here. So here we are displaying the entries. Entries is both key and a value pair represented by map.entry. So run it and you will see I can extract in a single shot key also and the value also. So I'm sending you this code. If you can write it on your own, of course it is best. First time you may have some problems, so helping you. Waiting here for a minute. Anything if it is not clear, tell me. Tell me now. Done? Very good, Kritika. Excellent, guys. I'm happy to see that. I hope you have done it not just blindly, but with understanding. And are we, see, I told you, practically, you will require that values method largely. But if anyone asks you, you should not be like not knowing it. So if you want to extract keys, use key set. For values, there is values. And for both, there is entry set. No, it is not descending or ascending. It is simply unsorted. Rohit, there is no order in a hash map. So change the values of the keys and you will see it doesn't remember any order. There's nothing as the order. Change, play with the values and you will see that. You're talking about map, Rohit. So how can you say order? I mean, sorting and all that. It is unordered, unsorted. Play with the order and then you'll see this. Anyway, don't waste the time in that. I've said already, compare this. What kind of a question this is, Avinash? The whole idea is to reduce the code, not the increase the code. So I want to, if you are fond of writing more and more code, then of course you can say map.entry. But the whole idea is, I don't know. I don't understand you guys. I'm trying to show you the reduction in the code and you are asking me, do you want to write map.entry? Of course you have choice. Then you don't require this import static at all. Everywhere keep writing map.entry, but the code becomes little complex, little difficult to understand. So my statement was, don't do that. So this is more than sufficient time spent on the maps. So today, when you enter the lab session, I always purposefully I enter little late so that you get your own me time, that is self-study time. Go through all the statements and revise it completely. So this is more than sufficient information in maps. I've shown you the conversion. I've shown you all CRUD, searching, sorting, everything on this. And it is one of the most important topics. So now let us move on to the second half of today's discussion, which is some additional Java new features. You want a zip file? Yeah, I'll send you this. Just give me a minute. This one, Shubham. I'll send you zip. Day 17.1, I'll create. So whatever in between you lost, you can cope up. Okay. So the code which we had written just now was in test collection view.java. One is that large one which has bank account, all the CRUD operations, everything. And this one was written in a separate code sample, namely, the name was, I think, test collection view. I'll just check. Yeah, test collection view.java. Okay, so download, anyone who wants it can download it and check it. So now let us start on the topic. So tell me, which is the modern Java API you saw yesterday? I've already started showing you Java at new features. Which was the API you discussed yesterday? Yes, local date, local time, local date time. So now I'm going to show you additional things. So let me send you, as usual, the help file so that it will be in front of you. And then in the lunch break, I will collect everything and send you in a proper manner. So regarding yesterday, oh, sorry, I have sent it to you yesterday. Open yesterday's data. You will find day 16 help. I said, open day 16 data. You will see day 16 help. And in that readmes, I have already shared. I was hoping to start this yesterday, guys, but it got delayed. So please open. There is a file called as readme called as Java 8 new features. Found it? Okay, so we are going to discuss all of that. The main feature is a lambda expression, but before that, there are some additional keywords they have introduced. So read the first part. Till now means till Java 7, we did not have any default keyword in the language. So Java 8 has added a new keyword, default keyword, to add default method implementation in the interfaces. So of course, I'm going to tell you why and what, all of that soon. So let me just say this. Which is the new keyword we are learning here? Default. From which version onwards it has been added in the language? Java 8 onwards. We are sitting in Java 11. Actually, you can later use, after I show you Spring Boot and all, Java 16, Java 17, any version you can download. But till now, let us keep everything to the Java 11. So coming back to the point, this default keyword, can you use in classes or can you use it in interfaces? Answer is, you can only use that default keyword in the interface. Okay. Now, I have to tell you the little bit of a story to tell you why default keyword. So listen to this carefully. I'll explain it with a picture. So here, the whole idea is we are still into collection framework because this is all related to collection framework. So here, everyone knows the interface java.lang.iterable. It's a generic interface. And tell me, which is the method of the iterable, which you know already? Iterator is the method, very right. So here, if you see the methods, if you see the earlier method, this was, so the method was, it returns you iterator of type T, and the method name was iterator. And what is the significance of it? You could attach, now iterable is just an interface, extended by collection, extended by list set queue. So if you want to attach the iterator to ArrayList, you could do that. You could attach it to any set and you could traverse through the collection. So all this was fine. And implicit form of the iterator was nothing but your for each loop. Understood all the statements so far? Because I'm building a story here. Understood all the statements? So this was already there. This was the story till Java 7. So what? JDK, okay. So JDK 1.8 developers, I'm not saying, okay, API developers, I'm saying, they wanted to add the implicit, not implicit is the wrong word, internal looping mechanism. In short, in simple English, they wanted to add a new method. So wanted to add new API. New API means new method. And what is the name of the method? The name of the method, no big surprises, for each. So you'll say, what is the point? The point is, now you don't have to attach an iterator. You don't have to write this imperative style, that is the long loops and all. You can simply call a for each method. So understand the story so far. Which is the new additional API they wanted to add? What is the name of the method they wanted to add? Yes, please. The answer is in front of you, for each. But now see the problem. The problem is, everyone knows if this was the interface, if this is the this interface has been implemented by tons of the classes, literally tons of the classes. Can you give me some of the names of the classes which are iterable? I want the answers from you. Can you give me some of the classes? You can write in short forms. I don't want one, guys. I want minimum 9. 9. People have forgotten sets. Guys, set is also iterable. So where are your set implementation answers? So here, ArrayList, linked list. These are only the ones which I have discussed, but there are plentiful. Vector, then you have a hash set, any subset implementation class, linked hash set and all that, and many more, hundreds of them more. Just open iterable and you will be able to see so many. So now answer my next question. The moment you added a new method in the interfaces till Java 7, which were the only methods you could add? Public abstract methods. Everyone remembers interfaces. Interfaces till Java 8 were only containing public abstract API. So tell me, if they added this for each method in a public abstract manner, would these classes be affected, stop working, or will they continue to work? Of course, all these implementation classes code will be affected. They will simply stop working, because the moment you say implements iterable, you have to implement all abstract functionality. Somebody had asked me this question earlier. I don't remember the names. So of course, when you say implements an interface, you have to implement all. So tell me, isn't this a pain, hunting all these dependencies and finding out and adding this for each method? So tell me, which is a better suggestion? Hunting down all the implementation classes and implementing for each, or giving the default implementation for each, which will be inherited by all the classes? Which sounds a better option? And that is why, guys, default keyword was born. So now you can understand my statements clearly. So read this. Right now, don't worry about what is that consumer and all that. We will discuss that later. Just read the why part of it. So this is why the default keyword was introduced. So when you say default, which is the implicit keyword your compiler will add to the interface method? Is it public? Is it abstract? Both or neither? Default methods are what? Only public in scope. Default and abstract are opposite. Default means default method implementation. Abstract means only the method declaration. So now onwards, your interfaces What all they can have? Can they have only public abstract methods, or can they also have public default functionality? Answer is the latter one. They can also have the default method implementation. Okay, so I'll say all these things and then we'll write the code. Maybe after the break or right now also. So why don't you take a look at this? There is a simple example. So tell me, when I've already given the answers, if you don't write any keywords here, what are the implicit keywords supplied by the compiler? As before, public and abstract. Everyone gets me here? But the moment you say default, what is the only keyword which your JavaC will add is public. And it has to be followed by default method implementation. Are we clear so far? Are the statements clear, guys? Okay, so now tell me, if you compile this code with Java 7 compiler, will it compile? Absolutely not. But we are using Java 11 and people can use later Java 16, Java 17, whatever is the LTS version. So of course, there won't be any compiler error. We're going to do it in 2 minutes. Now, I just want to explain things and then we'll sit back and write the code. So tell me, if I write, okay, let me go slow. Can you instantiate this formula? Will you be able to create the instance of formula? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? 100% no. Interfaces can never be instantiated. So what is it we will write? We will write an implementation class. Let's say my formula or whatever. Everyone understands it? So now I have a question. Can implementation class, okay, if I write an implementation class after the break, such as my formula, implements formula, which are the methods I'll have to implement compulsorily? Your choices are calculate, square root, both or neither. Only calculate. All clear? Because your implementation class is inheriting the abstract functionality. So what is the refresh question people ask you? Will implementation classes inherit the default methods? It's a yes or no Boolean question. 100% yes. Everyone with me? Don't worry. I'm not just going to speak of it. We are going to test it, but we are going to do it after your break. I'm just preparing you. Next question. Can implementation class override this default implementation? Again, a Boolean question. Yes or no? I'll repeat the question. I said, can the implementation class, such as my formula, can it inherit the default behavior? Yes. Can you override it? Answer is yes again. See, I hope you remember our first week in core Java. Which methods? Okay, let me say this properly. All methods in Java are implicitly virtual, and any virtual method can be overridden. Other than which methods cannot be overridden in Java? Anyone wants to tell me? Wrong answer, Prashant. Very wrong answer. Private, static, final is a correct answer. Private methods cannot be overridden, nor static, nor final. Abstract methods are meant for overriding. Okay, so private, static, final. This is not private, not static, not final. 100% can be overridden. We'll see that. Okay, so now let me ask you the next question. Why Java doesn't allow you multiple inheritance via classes? Meaning, can you extend from multiple superclasses in Java? Answer is no. Tell me why. Diamond problem or the ambiguity problem. Everyone remembers this? If I say, for example, class A extends B, C, you have a complete ambiguity whether you are inheriting the B's method, the method which you have declared in B or in C. So classic ambiguity problem. Now let me ask you the next question. Did we suffer? Okay, let me say a simple English. Can one class implement from multiple interfaces? Yes. We have spent a full day on this long back in interfaces. I don't know, day 7, day 8. You can check that. Whatever. So what will happen? Okay, let me say this. Did you get the ambiguity problem when a class implemented two interfaces having the duplicate method? Was there an ambiguity? No. I'm so happy to see that. You see your answers. I hope you are not going by the tone of the question and you are really understanding it. Why you did not get the ambiguity issue, guys? You are right. Because there is only a declaration. Very right, Kunal. Well said, Kunal. And implementation is only one. And when will there be an ambiguity? When you have two different implementations and you don't know which one to take. I'll repeat the last statement. I'm not interested on the 10 of you. I keep saying that. Guys, you have to just talk to me and I'll answer your queries. I'll say this again. Till today, we did not face any ambiguity issue via interfaces because interfaces only contain declaration, right? And it never contained any implementation. But now the story is different. All these things I'm going to solve. Rather, we are going to solve, but after the break. So now imagine you have a class implementing, let's say, Formula 1 and Formula 2. And both of them have got a duplicate default method. So then, will you face the issue of ambiguity? Because now you are inheriting two default implementation. Answer is yes. But not to worry. Java guys are not dumb. They are smartest guys around. So they have already thought of it. And you will see there is the moment you do this, compiler itself throws you out. And in that case, compiler will force you to override that default method. And if you want to refer to a particular form, there is a nice super keyword and all coming up. So I'll quickly recap what I said. Even after adding the default keyword, Java programmers will not have to suffer from ambiguity. Compiler kills the ambiguity by giving you the error, and there is a nice, beautiful solution, clean solution for getting rid of this. So we are stopping here for a 1 hour break. And after the break, we will talk about, I talked about a lot of things. So it is our job to actually test it with simple code samples. We will do that. And you will understand all the statements I made. Then I will show you in a minute. I mean, I'm just taking a minute here. You can add now onwards. Now onwards means in modern Java API, Java 8 onwards, you can also define static methods. So we'll talk about that. And then we will enter the real topic of today, which is functional programming using something called as functional interfaces and the Lambda expression. This is the plan of remaining time today. So we have a 1 hour break and we'll resume at 11:05. Please join me in time so that you don't lose any topics. Okay, so we'll resume at 11:05. See you around.